Hey, thought I'd do a little Be Bopping tonight. Give out a little news and stuff. In fact, I'm going to grab the link to this and see if any of my buddies want to come out. I just jumped on and did it. I just did it. I didn't think about it. I didn't contemplate it. I just jumped on. And in fact, let me put it in the B Club group. So, hi, everybody. This is the aftermath. Last night, I was out and I was super glammed up and I was wearing leopard print and I was all kinds of things. And tonight, I'm exhausted and I am no makeup, no hair, bald cap, although it is a sparkly bald cap, just catching up from all the events. So I'm putting this in here. Actually, I'm not going to put it in here. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to see if any of my friends are around that want to come out and play. And I only have a little bit of time because I have actually more meetings tonight, but I was up all night last night and I can't see you right now. So if there's anybody there saying hi, I will see you in a second. If there's nobody there, then it's all good. Have you guys figured out that I don't really care about the rules, that I actually hit live and didn't prepare myself properly, that I don't have a script, I don't have this. Hi, Judy. Hi, Randine. Hi, Jennifer. I just like to be. And to me, being is being my natural self. One of the things people have always said to me is, because I used to do a lot of videos back in the day when video was new, I did a lot of videos. And then people would meet me in person. They go, "You're just like on your videos." And I'm like, how else could I be? How else should I be? And well, everybody was kind of creating all these, bullet points and slides and all this other stuff. I was just being. And nowadays, that's what I'm really focusing on is I started a new club and it's called Be Club. And it is about helping people being who you are, being in your own voice, being in your own space, being what makes you happy. People get into this industry, the home business industry, and they feel like they have to be somebody different and then they struggle. And by the way, excuse the mess. I'm moving and I'm going through all these books and I gave away a bunch of books the other night and I have more to give away and everything's all over the place and I kind of don't care. Although my candle went out, which I had going. But when you're authentic, you become very attractive. Now, not the physical kind of attractive, because clearly I'm not kind of attractive tonight. Okay, there it is. That's it. 55 years old, wrinkles on her forehead, the whole deal, right? I'm not picking on myself. I'm just saying, this is it. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is me being. But last night, I was decked out, and that was me being too, because sometimes I'm decked out, sometimes I'm not, most of the times I'm not. Randine, if you sent it to me, I have it. I have not. I have the pile of books I gave away the other night. I have not mailed them, but they will go out before I leave because I have to go on a business trip. So they will go out probably tomorrow or Saturday. So they will go out. And oh, look, Jane's here. I'm going to invite Jane now.
Hello.
I'm glad you came out because you have the Christmas tree. You bring the ambiance.
Yes, I do. It's there.
I'm really, really tired because I worked until the ridiculous hours of the night. If you sent me your address because you won a book the other day, yes, I have your address. Don't worry. If you sent it to me, I have it. And if I don't have it, I will ask you. I have a list of who won the books the other night. Jane, you want a book?
Which book?
I'm thinking about what do I got for you. A lot of the good ones are downstairs. Do you like planners and stuff like that, or no? You like
Yes, calendars. It's time for me to purchase another calendar soon.
such a calendar. It's the High Achievers Playbook for the network marketing professional. And it's like to-do lists and things, and
Oh, that sounds all fancy.
really cute. I have 2 of them. I think I have another one somewhere. They're really, really, really cute. I might like this. I think all of you B Club founders are going to get a box from me.
So this box is going to show up. We'll be like, oh, it's Christmas.
Diane's leftover things. Yay, that's what everybody wants. And it has a card about attitude. And it has, what is this? Oh, it is a calendar. I don't know. It's very fancy. And Angel gave them to us at an event. Yeah, this isn't a dated calendar, so anybody can use it. And these are really, really, really nice. But I have so many. There's a blue one and there's a pink one. And what else I got? I got so much stuff. I will send you some stuff. How about that? Let's just leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Well, that is
Hello, Lisa. Hello. So here's what's going on, gang. For those of you that have been following along, you see we have this B Club going on. I was gunning for a big rank in the network marketing company I'm involved with. So last night I just worked really hard, really hard. But I come to find out not as hard as some other people. So so that's done, right? Yay! 5 stars. Yay, big raise. So that's good. So now I'm turning my vision to helping everybody else. And again, we have 5 revenue streams in B Club, and then we just have all kinds of cool workshops and stuff that'll come out in January. So you don't have to join anything. But right now we're working with people that have joined some of the things. We have a mail program, which has, what do you see what we do with the postcards? You're going to love it. You're going to postcards, cards. If any of you guys need to do Christmas cards or anything, they have a special going on right now. And the deadline for Christmas cards is fairly early because they have to process it and get them out. So it's a good use this month alone just to automate your Christmas cards. And you can put pictures of your kids or your dogs or your chicken pot pie or whatever you want.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'll show you guys, or you guys can just log in. So we have a mail program because we're doing a concept that I call Marketing 360 or 360 marketing method, where we're showing you how to market to your prospects from all different angles. So we have mail, we have a texting program, we have an AWeber autoresponder program. What am I leaving out? We have a network marketing program, which is optional. Any of it's optional, but some people want to plug into our systems and our tools. And we have the website builder. Duh. The website builder and the marketing tools program. So there's 5 revenue streams all locked together, rotating around one multi-level program. But if you don't want any of these or some there, maybe you're in another MLM, but you'd like to come and see how we're using all the other tools, you're welcome. Come January, everybody's welcome. You don't have to buy nothing. We're going to do classes on how to do all kinds of things. But right now,
it's how cool that is to actually have the opportunity to kind of sit from a bird's eye view or sit on whatever and like watch everything that's going on and like just offering that to everybody. That's amazing that's there.
If most people don't realize how valuable that is. See, I spent my whole life doing that. Like my whole business career was me trying to sit with people that had what I wanted. And I don't mean that in like a hypey way, like follow the people who have a lifestyle you want. I'm not talking about that. I'm like, somebody had a skill. Like if I wanted to learn to knit, I'd sit with a woman who's a master knitter.
Right.
Or a guy, could be a guy. I mean, remember Rosie Greer, the football player, Rosie Greer, who used to knit. It's long. Oh, I'm old. But I'd sit next to somebody who's a master knitter, and I'd show up every day and I'd knit with them, and my knitting would be crummy and theirs would be masterful. But by sitting with them and watching them and also having them kind of correct me and tell me, I'd become good. But nobody wants to sit anymore, Jane. I sound like an old lady. Nobody wants to do it anymore.
And I'm older than you.
Anybody wanted to do it back when I did it. I'm just the freak that went, well, that person really, I'm literally moving so that I can hang out with somebody that's like a freakish master. I'm moving because my kids are grown. I don't have any family here. You know, I don't need to be right here. Plus, I'm a master at getting on a plane. So
There you go.
I'm literally moving because I need to change too, but I'm literally moving to go sit next to somebody and just watch them. And yet I'll say to somebody, do you want to watch me build a funnel? Like last night, Jane, you were there, you saw it. I did
Yeah.
30,000 in volume. I did 30,000 in sales, right? And that's the volume numbers, not the sales numbers. So it's probably closer to 35 in sales in a couple of hours. Now, I don't know. Wouldn't you think that that would be something worth sitting with somebody to learn how to do?
It was really cool to sit and watch. And I know you have talked about it before in the all access and everything that we've been in. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. You know,
But you watched
to
it
sit and watch it, it's like, what? What just happened?
that offer out of my butt and put it into action in a couple hours and did it, right? So you saw it. You saw it. Jennifer, you can ask me a question if it's relevant to the topic tonight. If it's not relevant to the topic, check with Alice. Maybe she can answer your question. So it just depends. You guys can always ask a question, but make sure it's relevant. Like if you ask me if the sky is blue while we're talking about marketing, I'm probably going to ignore the question. If you ask me a question that's relevant to the marketing, or if you ask me my favorite kind of ice cream or something, I might answer that just because it tickles my fancy to answer that question. So I wanted to jump in because this is streaming into B Club, but there's only a handful of people in there, right? We've only put a couple people into that group. So we have it's streaming into the B Club group, and it's streaming here on my Facebook wall, and it's streaming on YouTube. Why I don't know because nobody watches me on YouTube, but occasionally there's 22 people that look. So if you're on YouTube, shout out to YouTube people.
Woo! Good job, guys.
Right? So I wanted to kind of update people. So we are coming out very momentarily with a new funnel for the MLM. So if you're participating in that, be on the lookout because we're going to have some good stuff for you guys. I was supposed to do it last night until I found out I had to qualify for 5. Say, Mike's on YouTube. Mike. Yes, Mike. Mike Hobbs. By the way, guys, if you don't know Mike Hobbs, brilliant marketer, brilliant man. And he got so sick and tired of all the stupidity and insanity out there, he went and started his own program. He just said, I'm done. Got together with one of his buddies. I don't know if I'm telling the story right, Mike, but he just said, I'm out. And he went and started his own program, his own business, his own community because Mike's a beer. And yeah, and they just had an event and I, wasn't there, but I just saw the pictures and stuff and the videos and it was beautiful. I can tell that the community is beautiful. So if there's any overlap between us and your peeps, Mike, or there's some way to bridge, or maybe we'll talk and see if there's something we could do together. I'd love that because I love you and Paul have that B energy. That's super, super awesome. So new funnels coming out, and we're going to start the webinars like we're going to start having invitational webinars, so to speak, where we're doing overviews of what we're up to, and we're going to come out with a schedule for classes. We have a bunch of different speakers. We have a bunch of different people with different expertise, and I'm so excited about this. I am a little bit because of you're welcome, Mike. I mean that sincerely. Because I didn't know I was going to be going for this rank until I was told you have to get this rank now. What they said was you have to hit it now because there's an event in January and we need you there and you can't come unless you're this rank. And like, I'm the idiot that went, okay. All right, I want to go to the party. I want to go to the party. Okay. Here's an event. I want to go to the event. So I got to
be there.
So, yeah. So I'll be in Utah in January. And from what I understand, the Truvy event is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then there's a mailbox power. By the way, guys, if I mention the name of a company, I think we're all grown-ups. Don't go Google it and join there. Join one of the people in the group. Spread the goodness around. Buy something from somebody else will buy something from you. I always say that whenever I'm buying something, I always find somebody who has a link. or I'll tell one of my friends to go sign up as an affiliate. So somebody gets a commission. This is just good business. So I believe Mailbox Power is having an event that weekend. So I'll probably hang around and go over and visit with those guys and see their new facility. So I'll be double dipping, which will be really cool. And of course, doing media and shorts and videos and TikToks and Reels and everything from all of those locations. So
That's going to be fun.
yeah, I just wanted to give an update because I got to talk to a person in a few minutes, but I haven't been out and I didn't think it was right to let the day end. I haven't even talked to everybody who got going last night. So I need to just send some love. If any of you guys are watching this, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. Excellent, Jennifer. Jennifer with Truby, you definitely want to go peruse there and place an order if you haven't yet, so we can get you on board and get you into the whole thing. Awesome. I think you joined Project Broadcast, Jennifer, not the NOW program, from what I understand. Let me be clear. B Club isn't about the programs. B Club is about you. It's about you. It's about you finding your voice, finding your space, finding, expressing yourself, learning new skills. Well, we got to make a living because if you can't be, you got to be free to be able to fully, what's the word? Self-actualize, right? Self-actualize. Did you ever study any psychology in school, Jane?
I did, but I don't remember that. That was a long time ago. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no. There's like a lot of
a really long time ago.
Famous psychologists talk about it. There's like a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and you climb up, and at first you're worried about just getting fed and taking care of yourself, and then you kind of start worried about making friends and finding a partner and love, and then you start developing yourself, and you get into like self-esteem and all those types of improving your self-image, and then you get to the point where you're self-actualized, right? And very few people ever get there. That's the big, you climb the mountain, you bang a gong with the Dalai Lama. Self-actualization is when you don't care about what anybody else is doing because you're so in spirit that you're not really, you're not worried about who's on social media and who said what and all this stuff that we all try to transcend. But if we're busy having to scrape to feed ourselves, we're lower down on the hierarchy. We have less freedom to do the things we want, to take that class or to go see, I want to go to the Grand Canyon. That's my next US thing I want to do. But maybe you want to go to the Himalayas. Maybe you want to go to Machu Picchu. Maybe you just want to go drink a margarita on the beach in Mexico. I'm leaving on Monday and I'm going to do a 10, 12-day little excursion tour. Then I come back. Then I'm going on another trip. Then I get home. Then I'm going out to Utah. And while I'm in Utah, maybe I'll stop somewhere else. So I have the freedom to come and go and be and study. If I want to read a book, I can read the whole book in a day. I don't got to go nowhere. I don't have to do anything. That's what I'm talking about. So in order to do that, you have to have stability in revenue streams. You have to have people to think with, to have cognition with, to bat ideas around. You have to have certain skills. And that's what it's about. It's not about recruiting you into something. I can recruit you easy if I wanted to. I'll get at it. But that's not, but yesterday and the day before, I had people like talking to me and I was like, talk to me next month about it. Like they weren't ready. It wasn't time. And I have I don't know. I just want people to learn what they want to learn, not what I want to teach them. But if I can teach them something that helps them get to learn what they want to learn, that's a blessing. Jane, what do you like about, like, because when I came to you guys originally and said to you, it's kind of on my heart. And several of you guys said, well, I want to be a part of this. What appealed to you? Because it's not exactly straightforward. It's not 1, 2, 3, we'll give you the DMO, the step by, it's not the things that so many people have. I said, hey, do you want to hang out and make money? and you said yes. Why?
Yeah, what about it? We've had this conversation before, and if I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, I am not a fan of the MLM world. I don't like the hype. I don't like the cutthroat. I don't like that stuff. That's just not me. And so that was kind of part of it. It was like I wanted to learn how to. I knew that the MLM was involved, and I know you're not a real hypey kind of person. And I'm like, okay, well, if she can make it work that way, then there must be something. I also like the idea of it being kind of very collaborative.
Yes.
Where, and I don't know if you're even thinking about this, but something where I'm thinking might be fun is it's like, okay, well, let's work on something and let's create something together and present it all instead of you work in your space, you work in your space, you work in your space. And it can be so much easier when you have other people to bounce ideas, talk about things, and have discussions, and just kind of brain dump, brainstorm, and then walk away and do whatever. So that's kind of what I was thinking it was going to be. I don't know if it will or not.
That's exactly where I'm going. So like maybe we have a group that wants to read a book together, or maybe we have a group that like some people that want to put together the next funnel, for folks, or maybe, because it's business, we're business oriented, we're entrepreneurial oriented. So maybe we have a group that, we have a couple people that are in our leadership that have been leaders in different types of groups and have a lot of life wisdom to share. Maybe some people want to get together and talk about that. We have, Ray, who does his mind mechanic method, which is a whole bunch of different modalities that he's helped a lot of us, and he's going to do sessions. Maybe I speak of the devil. Look at that. I literally just said your name.
You speak things into existence.
Just said your.
Yeah, true.
Of course.
True.
Why you look so surprised?
Yeah, I beckoned him from the ethers,
Why? I mean, you're surprised after all this time?
Speak of the devil, there's Ray Williams, the mind mechanic method. So, yeah, Jane, that's exactly it. And it'll develop. Like, I don't have it all, because some people will come around and go, this is that, this is disorganized, this is that. It's a creation. It's a labor of love. It's something that's emerging where we're looking for people to step into their greatness in whatever. And somebody might go, I don't have greatness. We'll find it. You'll get there, but come hang out.
Everybody's got it. They just don't know that they have it. They haven't found it yet.
Yeah. And that's okay. So then be part of one of the segments that's doing something, but other people, they already know that they're real good at certain. We have one of the girls is an accountant and has all kinds of financial background to give us tips and ideas, not advice, because she can't give us financial or legal advice or anything like that, because you can't do that, like in generic form, but just ideas like, these are the different types of business structures that you can have, or here's different things that you can deduct that you might not have known about. So we have a bunch of different people with a bunch of different backgrounds, and that's cool. And as far as I'm concerned, somebody might go, well, I don't have, like somebody just said that, I don't have greatness. Yes, you do. You just haven't found it yet. But it's interesting because sometimes the people that have the best tips or ideas are like just people who are moms. Because if you could ramble and wrangle a bunch of kids, you can figure a lot of stuff out, a lot of creativity. So it's not about being, having a super degree or this or that. Half of us have learning disabilities and all kinds of crazy stuff. And a big part of why I'm here today is because I had a severe learning disability. So I had to get really creative about how to get by. Because if I didn't, I was going to drown. So no, I may not be the most, like Alice is super analytical. She likes to create flow charts. Yeah.
Can I get a gram woo-woo, not religious, but a little spiritual woo-woo for a moment?
You can get whatever you want to be. People can decide. Because I think that we're all grown-ups and we can decide what suits us and what doesn't. And we don't have to be weird.
For the people who say, I don't have greatness, here's my spin. Being an interfaith minister, one thing I learned a long time ago, we all have the same God inside of us. Okay. You could be a person who, there's an IQ level of moron. Okay. Even that person with the IQ of moron has greatness. If you have a God, and if you're breathing, you have a God essence inside of you. So there's no such thing as I don't have greatness. People, why they say that? They compare themselves with other people who might have had noticeable accomplishments. That's my rant.
I was just going to say, so it may not be developed yet. It may not be developed yet. But see, this is a
there. We just gotta find it, help them get to it and find it.
Yeah, but this is a playground where, like, for example, you want to practice speaking. We're going to have an open mic night. You want to practice, tech stuff, or you want to become a TikTok master, or you want to become I'm an excellent copywriter. You know what? When I started, if you had said to me 20 years ago, Diane, you're going to be very well known in the industry for email copywriting, I would have said, first of all, I wouldn't have known what an email was probably back then, but I would have laughed. And I was like, me? I can't write. Here I am today because something happened and I realized I had a skill for this. I had an aptitude for this. And then
an affinity.
Yeah. And then I practice and I practice. So one person, there's some of you here that are meant to speak. There's others that are meant to write. There's others that will have artistic ability or video ability. And that's the beauty of it. But while you're doing that, don't you need to make a living? So you bring people down, and I will have an official presentation. I will have a presentation with a slide deck that explains this 360 marketing method and explains this stuff. And we're actually going to have a course about the 360 marketing method. You bring people down and they hear about it and they go, oh, I like it. And then you give them a link and it shows the 5 programs that we're involved in, and they can pick and choose anything that serves them. We are also going to have our own products and affiliate program. So, and we'll probably have some other revenue streams. But see, they have to lock together like Lego blocks. We don't have 5 companies. We don't have 5 MLMs. We don't.
Well, they all fit together like a nice puzzle.
And they make sense together because they're used for one another. So that's the magic, because a lot of people are like, I need multiple revenue streams, and they're like all over the map. And then they go, how do you run all those businesses, Diane? I don't run multiple businesses. I run one business. And inside of that business, I sell several things. One of those programs happens to be a multi-level program because that gives us a lot of leverage. They have great products, great company, great people, right? I'm not going to try to bring people into multiple. That's not a smart idea. But do people that do business online need certain tools? Of course they do. So why not set it up and calibrate it so that everybody can win? That's all I'm saying. Because you're going to end up buying that stuff anyway. So why not band together and buy from one another? And that's what I saw. I happened to recruit a woman who brought in a woman underneath her, and they're all from a very close-knit community. And they all worked together and they moved together and they have parties and events and barbecues and potlucks together. And what happened is, in fact, the second one made 3-star last month and another one just made 3-star. That's a big accomplishment in a very short period of time. It's a lot of volume. And they did it in record time. In fact, the girl that did it this past month, she's the first 3-star in Mexico. Big deal.
Wow.
First one. I was like, that I didn't do anything. They did all the work, but I was just very proud that I'm involved in building out a new country, and it's really cool. It's really cool. By the way, if you wanted to do business internationally, I do business in most of my business is outside of the country. Soon that will flip because we'll all be doing this. But and everybody's welcome. You're in a different program, but you want to come watch, or maybe you want to use the postcard thing and you want to see our ideas, you're welcome. You want to come and learn how to do short form video and you don't want to buy nothing from us, okay. I mean, I would if I were you, because it's just supportive, buy a texting system or something, but you don't have to. Nobody's tracking it. Nobody's going to come down and hunt you down. Hello, Barbara. Nobody, because we want you to want to be with us. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. Remember that one?
I do remember that one.
It's hard to believe that song is from like 1980 or something. 30
I
years
saw them
ago.
do that. I saw them do that at a
Chip
concert
track. That's right.
in Pueblo.
In
I
Pueblo,
saw them do it in
Colorado.
Pueblo, Colorado, 1980.
Isn't that where?
Huh?
Isn't that where like they had the TV commercials that you had to send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Pueblo, Colorado?
Yes, ma'am. Certainly was, and I
Forgot about
sent
that.
one too. Yeah, 83. That's when I saw them.
And send you back a report. See, that's the old school autoresponder, right? Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to blah 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 blah, Pueblo, Colorado. I got you singing. Are you dancing? Oh, Columbia House. I still owe them. I ripped Columbia House off bad. I was like a kid, and you know, you had to pay like a penny, and you got like 12 records or whatever. I think it was cassettes at the time, and then they'd send you more, and then I never paid for them. And then my mother was like, "I'm not paying for this. She's 12 years old. What are you doing sending this stuff to a 12-year-old?" So I got to keep it all. I'm a criminal. I'll have
you to buy me. You know, I saw a Celtic cross. Can you buy it for Christmas? I want
Celtic cross. What are you talking about? How do we get from Columbia House to Celtic crosses?
I was thinking out loud. I want you to buy me a Christmas present.
And you want a Celtic cross necklace?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Well, hey, since we're putting it now, I'm just kidding.
I owe him. But you know, what do you want, Jane? You never know.
No.
You never know.
I was going to ask you what do you want for Christmas, but I know I'm having it right now. I'm moving.
Don't get me.
I'm moving. I'm going to go like Kwai Chang to the desert, carrying my bag of fairy dust.
Well, I don't want sculptures and things. Ray always sends me stuff, so I have like dream catchers and all kinds of stuff. Like, I have stuff. He sends me stuff, and some of the stuff he sends me. Where is it? Where'd they go? I might have put them in my other bag that I carried down there. Are like rocks and heavy things and like things. Well, yeah, right there. There's a salt lamp and it's like heavy. He sent me big things. This thing, right? This thing. Angel Fletcher got this from me, right? My upline dear friend. She got this from me, and I won't drink out of it because it's too beautiful. But I didn't realize how expensive these suckers are. So I just got myself, because it was a Black Friday. Remember I said I didn't buy anything for Black Friday, Jane? I said I didn't buy. I did on Tuesday. I bought myself like a Yeti cup, like one of these cups, but like this, and sparkly. So maybe the girls. I'll have to get some sparkly cups for the girls. Do you want a sparkly cup, right?
No. I want a Celtic cross. I want a gold Celtic cross.
A regular cup.
What's
We
that?
already went through that. I sent you a regular cup because Ray was drinking out of this like plastic cup from the truck stop. from
toilet
some weeks ago. And I'm like, dude, why are you? Yeah, now he's in that disgusting cup. That cup makes my skin crawl. That's why I bought you. I bought him like a Yeti cup, but like a plain silver one.
When's it coming here? Do you know?
Tuesday, I think. Tuesday. I thought it was like a 1-day thing or a 2-day thing. I thought it was Amazon Prime, but I guess over the holidays, Amazon Prime becomes like 5-day. What can I tell you?
I'm waiting with bated breath for my cup.
For your cup?
Yes.
It's excellent. So for all of you that are in the B Club, you're in at least one of the programs. And by the way, you can join something for as little as $5. Ask whoever will. I posted that somebody's angry at us. Somebody put an angry sign.
Angry.
Brian Glenn is angry. He put an angry sign. Brian, why are you angry? I'm sorry that you're angry. Maybe you don't like me.
You see that?
Up. It tells me the little icons of the things that people put. And he put an angry sign. Now, sometimes people put an angry sign by accident, but sometimes I've had people, I don't know where he is, maybe because he's not in the B Club, and I don't see it over here, but it says that he said he's angry. So Linda likes us.
I do anger management.
Shirley and Aganitha and Barbara and Judy like us, or heart us. And Brian is angry at us. I'm sorry, Brian.
Sorry, Brian.
But I've had people get angry at me about things because they thought I did something or something, or they thought I or something. You know, like, I don't know. I've had people like get angry at me and then realize like we talk and I'm like, what's up? And they're like, they have like a thought process that I ignored them or short story. So last night was the last night of the month. Anybody who's in network marketing knows it's hectic. A lot of people are qualifying and different things are going on. And then I was up till what, 3, right? Because he sent me a thumbs up or something at 2:30 in the morning. I was still going. So I go to bed, and then because I needed to wrap some stuff up, I woke up this morning, which I normally don't. I was up and I was working because I knew one of my girls was qualifying 3-star. I needed to make sure everything was in there properly. But I was messaging my upline all day for help, and she took a break because she was working till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So, right, Barbara said there's no anger in B Club. There's no crying in baseball, and there's no angry in B Club. Angry, but get it out of your system. So everybody, so I thought all day she wasn't responding to me. The poor woman was exhausted. She had to take a break. She wasn't ignoring me. She wasn't ignoring anybody. So sometimes people think I'm ignoring them. I always tell people I'm ADHD. If I don't respond to you and I was supposed to, hit me back, because it's not that I'm ignoring you. Trust me, I'm not ignoring. I'm not an ignorer.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Ladies, I need your help. Look
want?
behind me. The wall is it looks dark here, but I'm putting things back to bed bit by bit. Can you see things okay behind me?
I see what you put up, but it doesn't pop like the whatever that certificate or something is.
That's my ordained minister certificate.
So in the past, when the wall was lighter, you could see that these were like documents. Right now, I can't see. It just looks like a piece of paper tacked into the wall.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I would use your big one, your big hypnosis one and stuff.
Well, I'm putting it together bit by bit here.
Yeah, but I would put that one to the side. I would fit a big one. Brian, are you mad at us? If you're mad at us, tell us. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, DOS. What does DOS mean?
I don't know. I'm not cool. I don't know.
I do anger management.
What's up, Brian?
If you're mad at me, message me. I'll apologize. I don't know what I did. I'm not laughing at you, by the way. I'm seriously not. I'm talking about sometimes people misinterpret things or something. I am not laughing at you. If there's something that I've offended you about or you don't like our broadcast, I'm terribly sorry. Let me know what I can do to make it better. I have an unusual sense of humor. So, what's happening, Jane? Something happened.
Nothing.
Nothing? Is it a secret? Are you messaging me? Is it a secret message?
Yeah, the chat.
I can see the big chat.
How do you see the chat?
Christian said, what if I'm mad at Ray? I'll kill you if you're mad at Ray. I will slap you upside the head, Christian. You are not allowed to be mad at my Ray. Period, over and out. It's not.
Christian doesn't get mad. Well, maybe to his kids, but it doesn't seem like he would get mad.
He's just being that way. Being that way. He's challenging the father of the community, the alpha male. Don't do it, Christian.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
His expression goes, stand down and smile.
Christian's awesome.
I'm Big Daddy.
I told you guys, Christian has a place in my heart because I was very sick. I was coming home from My Lead System Pro's big Live the Dream event, which, by the way, we're having one in 2023. I'm 10 years old. In 2023, we're having a Live the Dream. Again,
oh, wow.
It's going to be the first time in several years that we're having a Live the Dream. And Trudy's having convention in New Orleans.
What month is Live the Dream going to be?
I don't know. Traditionally, it's in August, but that doesn't mean it will be. And it might be a smaller, different formatted event. I don't know that they're going back to the huge thing.
We'll have to go together and
cause a ruckus.
What's that?
Cause a ruckus. Maybe they'll ask me to speak. You never know. Maybe not. I don't know.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice. It's traditionally in August, but that doesn't mean anything because it's been several years since we've done it. So Christian, I was really sick because every time I go to an event, I overdo it and then I'm exhausted and I don't feel good. And a lot of times I develop a cold, which on a sidebar, that's what happened when I got COVID. I thought I had a cold from going to an event. No, I had COVID from going to an event. So anyway, I was not feeling well. And then our flights were super delayed because there were thunderstorms. So we went down to the United Club and Christian made me tea with lemon and mint in it. He had a thermos and and the next thing I know, which I thought was kind of creepy at the time, Jane, you'll think it's creepy too. Christian changed our seats without telling me on the first flight because we were on the same flight. So he could sit next to me and feed me tea and look after me. So he was being very polite, but at the time I was kind of like, dude, you changed my seat? You know, like, here, what's up? But it was actually, he was very nice and very helpful. And he has a place in the heart. And then he left me, and I forget where we flew through, Chicago or Houston. I don't know where we went through, and then we parted ways. But he looked after me. He's a good pop. And I appreciate that. Creepy.
I have a question. I have a question that might help the group a little bit.
Yes.
You know the famous books.
Yes, our notebooks. Here's mine.
What do you do when you have when you have something that you want to continue? It's a topic.
Mm-hmm.
You want to continue adding to it, but you don't want to scatter a note here and a note there.
Okay,
What do you do, hon?
Wait a minute. First of all, are you saying it's a topic? Like, are we going to have coffee talk? You'll give us a topic and we're going to have coffee talk. Anybody remember the coffee talk? It was on Saturday Night Live. You don't remember. Jane doesn't remember. We'll have coffee. I just got my nails done. It's perfect for coffee talk. We'll get together. You'll throw out the topic and we'll talk about it. Okay. What do I do?
What do you do?
I probably would put something in my computer so I can get into it. Or my favorite thing to do, Raimundo, is on my phone, which is the same as your phone. There is notes. It's right on it's one of your first icons there. Notes. You can't see it. Notes. Looks like a notepad. It says notes. Notes. See it? Notes. See it?
Mm-hmm. Right. See it?
Notes. See it, Ray?
Yes.
See it on my phone? Just start a note. And like, for example, I'm going on a trip. And so I'm starting to make a list of all the things I need in one place because otherwise I'll keep forgetting it. Barbara remembers coffee. Of course you remember coffee talk. Your name is Barbara. Now you spell it incorrectly, but I understand. You don't spell it like, Bab spells it the other way, I do believe. And there's all kinds of fancy apps, but let's take it slow, Ray. We take it slow. We take it slow with the apps. Ray just found out what apps are. So he gets mad.
Boom. Good things take time.
That other guy got mad at me. Are you going to be mad?
Anybody else here knew who Dave Lacani was? I was
upset.
I'm so busted up. The guy, he had to have been, I think, 10 years my junior.
Yeah, I was going to say he might be late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, top 60.
Speaker, trainer, and we just found out he passed.
Oh, I had some of his stuff. I have one of his books, and I was communicating with him not even a month ago.
I met him through, I think, Joel Bauer. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But for sure. And that's another reason for the B Club. We don't know. Like a year ago, I was in the ICU. They were ready to tube me, and they were calling a priest for me. No baloney. They were wanting my next of kin. They were giving me informed consent of what was going to happen, and they called a priest to talk to me. Scout's honor. So that was a year ago, and I didn't expect it. A week earlier, I was at an event speaking. A week later, I'm in the ICU. None of us knows what tomorrow brings. So don't you want to live your life and do all that you can? And don't you want to learn how to create income so that you don't have to worry about it too much? When I was in the hospital, I didn't have to worry about if I was going to be able to pay my rent, because I am renting right now because I got divorced. And so, I didn't have to worry about if I could pay my rent. And most people, they don't have that luxury. I want people to have it. Anyway, do we have any topics? Because otherwise I'm going to go because I got to talk to a guy about a thing. Go talk to a
man about a horse.
You talk to a guy about a thing.
All right, I think that was good.
Jane, I'm glad you came on. Ray,
Thank you.
no, thank you. We will have an actual official explanation of what this thing is. But get back to whoever is your person, however you found B Club. If you're, like tonight I broadcast, I don't know if you guys shared it. By the way, all of you, you're smart. If you're smart, those of you that are in the B Club, the minute I go live, if I go live, share it because you might pick someone up because if it's on your wall, they know it's you. You can even put your link thing there. But I'm not selling nothing tonight because I sold too much stuff last night, so I can't sell. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to sell something now. I'm good at it.
All right.
These are the awesomest, coolest thing. Ray, so here's what your background looks like. It's apparent that you have some kind of sculptures, but what's that little guy? He's not a troll. He's what do you call those guys?
The gnome.
Gnome. That's it. I couldn't think of gnome. The gnome pops out because you can see him, and the other guys you can't. What we might want to do for your office and get you some cool lighting so you're.
I was gonna say, do you have a light of some sort?
Yeah, I don't have it up yet, Jane.
He just
Yeah,
moves.
just smack a light there.
What's that?
Just smack a light there. You'll be fine.
But I have
What?
another idea for Christmas gift for you. They have
This.
lighted pedestals. That's not big enough. You need
No,
big
I know.
light. This because you made your walls dark. So,
You
but
bought this one.
we see you good, which is nice.
All
You
right.
could wrap her off.
Shoot a light up.
What's that?
You could shoot a light like up from the ground, like to shoot onto the back. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We also could get you lighted pedestals for your sculpture guys because he has Merlin and St. Francis over there.
Yeah,
and
that's who it is.
I got the thinker. I hadn't set up yet.
A lighted pedestal might make a difference. We also maybe could put, we got to do some stuff. We'll figure it out.
All right.
But I
Thanks.
would put your big certificate right where that one is, not your little one.
Okay.
And the
Thanks.
reason why is the big one looks more scholarly.
Bigger.
Well, it's bigger, but you can tell what it is. That it doesn't. We don't know whether it's a note from the power company telling you they're shutting you off, or whether it's a degree.
An eviction notice,
It's my certification for dating a Playboy centerfold is what it actually is.
There you go.
If you want to brag about your conquests, you can do that on the private calls. The private calls. The public
private call?
are family shows. In fact, it's just 9 p.m. Eastern, so it's getting to the hour where we can have adults, but it has to be in private. It has to be inside the enclave.
Have to make sure the kiddies are asleep, huh?
Maybe Ray will do a dating advice thing for young men. There you go. You can pick up lines from El Raimundo.
Actually, I did, and don't ask me why I didn't do it again. I did it was a men's only workshop in the art of meeting your gender.
Actually, you and Ben should do a men's group.
We were going to, Ben, if you're on here, baby, get a hold of me. We were to do a kind of a live or what have you, but yeah, I did a workshop and I had about a dozen guys there, and I got some praises out of it, but I don't know.
But I'm talking about in B Club. I'm not talking about picking up chicks.
I'm not picking up chicks.
But
the chicks I pick up as you.
Separate for men, you Christian, Ben, just men stuff because it's different. The industry's different. Like you can't go on Instagram and go like this. I can't do it well because I don't know how to do it. But you can't go like this and make sales. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way for me because I'm chubby, but and old. But it's a different industry for men than women. In some ways better, in some ways worse, or just family stuff, or just men's issues. I'm not a man. I don't know what they are. There's probably some issues about men's issues. Men's things. Now, I will not be conducting any women's issues workshops because I'm a brute. I think I'm when I'm a marketer, I'm a boy because I'm very let's get it done. But in the rest of my life, I'm very sensitive. I don't know what I am, but anyway, we're driving the people away. I like to do it until they all leave because they can't stand us.
How can you tell who's still on?
because at the top of the screen on the left, I can see the numbers. Can you see them too, or no?
No,
Oh,
no.
maybe I
That's
can because
your
I have
admin.
control. And then I can see the numbers from 3 locations. So, whatchamacallit, I can see the numbers from 3 locations. So there might only be like 4 people on Facebook and 2 people in the Facebook group and 2 people on whatever. But
Got it.
Facebook's not serving the lives like they used to, because we had the other night, I don't know, we had a dozen shares, so it was going out through other people's stuff, but they're just not serving it up the way they used to. I mean, I used to go live and in 2 seconds I'd have 100 people. Now maybe people hate me now, but I don't think that's it. I think it's just different.
I don't think that's it.
I'll give you a laugh.
TikTok.
When I finally caught on to it, in fact, my buddy Steve Kribda, he was encouraging videos.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the tail end of it, of course. And
Mhm.
I was getting like 100 people looking at my videos, a couple hundred people. And then right after they changed it, a few years ago, where I caught the tail end of it, and I was getting, wow, this works, and it didn't stop working. So
Always take advantage of whatever a platform is pushing at that moment. Take advantage of it, because whatever the platform is rolling out is what they're going to feature, because they want to acclimate people to the new feature. It's just the way it works. So. And live, I don't know why. I think, you know what I think, during COVID and elections and stuff, I think people were going live and it was like really controversial stuff, and then they just kind of shut it down. You know, they just kind of pulled it back. So now there's a lot of reels, but to me anyway, there seems to be no rhyme or reason about what they show you on Facebook. I get videos about wedding dresses, and I get videos about pigs, and like where on TikTok they show you what you're interested in.
Right.
On Facebook, it's just random. There's no rhyme or reason. Like if I go right now, it's like an Indian wedding dance, and somebody putting their hair in a messy bun, and then somebody applying winged eyeshadow or eyeliner, and then there's like a cat, funny cat video. So it's more like
Random.
funniest videos than targeted, which I find interesting, because Facebook was always very targeted, but their Reels program doesn't seem to be. Because I don't see my friends' Reels. I don't see my friends' Reels at all. It's rare that I see my friends' Reels
either. Yeah.
But if I go on TikTok, I immediately see all the people I'm following, their Reels. So it's me.
Interesting.
I don't know. I think that they're just rearranging, and right now we're just in that period where nothing is really going wild. Now other people would disagree. And my page is getting a lot more action than it used to.
What is?
Somebody was saying that just today, that the pages seem to be doing more than actual.
Mm-hmm. And I post on my page every day, at least once, if not twice. Alice Iverson. Alice, were you watching me on your watch? Did you know? Did you hear about me? Alice is awesome. Yeah, I talked with Alice this morning. So, are we done?
I think we're good.
I'll talk to the guy about the thing.
Go talk to the guy about the thing.
Talk about the thing.
Yep, definitely.
All right, the topic is complete. Everybody have a good night. I hope you didn't drink too much coffee, but the Danish was good. The prune, Jane. You liked the prune, didn't you? You liked it. I know you did. You have no idea. By the way, I am not making fun. These are my people. This is where I grew up. This is parts of my family talk like this. So it's a love. It's a soliloquy of love.
You make me homesick.
Right. I'm a conversationalist, I love people.
No.
I'm a conversationalist. Yes, I love people. I love meeting people. I love discussing topics. All right, y'all.
All right.
I really do have to go. Thanks for coming.
Guys.
See you guys later. This has been a Be Bop with the B Club. See you guys later.
Later, boys and girls.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
Blessings.